What is up, YouTube? Welcome in and welcome back. So today I'm going to take a look at something new. This is FX, and this is something I wanted to do for a while. Kind of start a conversation um, in my you know reactions and looking into IU. I was very interested in people that had impact on her life. Um, and one of the people that most intrigued me was Sully. Um, she was her friend who passed away, and it really affected her. I know from everything I've been able to tell. Um, but when I looked into Sully, I think the thing that intrigued me the most was her performance in the to the Beautiful You. Um, and for those of you who don't know, To the Beautiful You is a television show, and she play. The super short version is, uh, and this is a really short version. She enrolled in an all boys school um, to to meet a guy that she had a crush on. So she had to disguise herself as a boy, um, and so that's what the whole show was about. And it's a really cute show. There's a lot of really great scenes in it. Um, but when I looked at into her, I was like really stunned by how beautiful she was. I mean, she obviously had a different look when she was on a TV show when she cut her hair short. But other than that, I mean, she was just really beautiful. Um, and then the more I learned about her, the more I realized what a loss it was for her for the K-pop community and as a whole, and as a world as a whole. Um, and one of the things that I don't know if they talk about this in Korea or not, but South Korea has um, one of the highest suicide rates of any industrialized country. Um, I, I think of all countries in the world, they're like fourth on the list, and the other three are like really small countries. Um, and it affects the very old and the young. Um, and so this seems to be a kind of a societal solution to a problem. Um, and so she was bullied online and constantly made fun of, and people had comments to say about her. And you start wondering, like, okay, why do people pick her out? Well, partly because she was so dynamic. She did so many different things. She was an FX, and and I know some of these fans of these K-pop groups get very attached to the group and get very emotional about any changes that they see as an affront to them. Um, but she started with FX, and then she went on like very early on in her career, went out and started doing other things. In fact, she did the television show only a couple of years after she started with FX. So she was with them, and she was out and about, and I think she just wanted to do a lot of different things, and sometimes it doesn't allow for that. But it did. Her death did create a conversation around online bullying, and it started some legislation on such things as having real names linked to accounts, and being able to giving people more freedom to report these things. But unfortunately, like a lot of things in especially in democratic societies, it never made it out of legislation. It went it never made it through both houses of their government. Um, and there's probably multiple reasons why that happened. Probably number one has something to do with money. Um, but her, IU, Jo Young, um, Gohada, they were all friends. Um, and I saw something about Crystal, who was an FX member, and how her and Joe Young were like brother and sister. And I was thinking, I saw that, and I said, that's probably another problem with these K-pop groups because everything is so controlled. I couldn't even imagine when I was 15, 16, 17, somebody telling me I couldn't date a girl I was interested in. That's just for people that aren't in that, just can't even imagine that. Like everything is controlled. Um, I remember when I was doing Baby Monster, um, one of the evals. I forget which one and what it was, but she sang one of the girls sang a song, and they were praising her about, and it was about breaking up. And one of the people that were just doing the eval said, that was really good. I really felt like, somebody had, you had broken up, and the producer kind of jokingly was like, I still don't allow boyfriends. And I was thinking, man, that's so harsh. I got to imagine like girls and boys growing up at that age level, not being able to have relationships with each other and learn what it's all about. So, um, yeah, so I just wanted to kind of mention that. Um, and I actually saw an interview with Amber, who is in FX. She's and when you see this video, she's the one with the short blonde hair, and I think it's blonde. I don't know if it's blonde in this video, but I know I've seen her with blonde hair before. And she's American, and actually went, a lot of times Korean uh, people of Korean descent in America will go to Korea to have careers. So Young did that. Um, but the vicious attacks on social media are just something that I think that maybe kids now are better, deal with it a lot better. But you have to realize this is a time when people grew up on social media and everything was revolved around it. So anyway, I know that's long winded and everything, but I thought it's important to kind of cover this subject, in a few of my videos because I think it's important that we are conscious of what's going on around us. Social media, you just can't throw stuff out there because it has effect on people. So anyway, let's check this out.
Remember me. I'm in danger. Pinocchio. Remember me. 어디 보자 읽어보자 내 맘을 털어보자 에메랄드 훔쳐박은 눈동자 스륵스륵 머리부터 발끝까지 스캔해 징징밍밍 칼날보다 차갑게 그 껍질 벗겼네 지금 danger 한겹 두겹 백줄이처럼 얇게요 danger 스며들어 틈 사이 꿀처럼 나는 Pinocchio 너밖에 모르는 내가 됐어 아슬아슬 시작되는 쇼 따라따라따 짜릿짜릿하이 걷다 궁금투성이에 나 꼼짝 말아 너 조각조각 따따따 꺼내두고 따따따 맘에 들게 널 다시 조립할 거야 I'm in the danger Pinocchio Remember me 나는 의사 선생님은 아냐 그냥 널 알고 싶어 너란 미지의 대륙에 발견자 꿀렁뻥 심장이 막 뛰어 내 맘을 어떻게 해 어릴 적어 빠랑섰던 인형처럼 난 지금 danger 한입 두입 마카롱보다 달게요 danger 스며들어 틈 사이 샤르르 나는 Pinocchio 너밖에 모르는 내가 됐어 아슬아슬 위태위태 시작되는 쇼쇼쇼 따라따라따 짜릿짜릿하이 걷다 궁금투성이에 나 꼼짝 말아 너 조각조각 따따따 부셔보고 따따따 맘에 들게 날 다시 조립할 거야
I'm holding mirror 뱀했지 그걸로 열기 위한 키 Matrix stopping 껍질을 벗겨내 Oh I just wanna tell you I'm in danger now
Remember me.
Well, yeah, they're yeah, they were pretty. I think that was. Let's see. Yeah, that was 12 years ago. Um, so that's pretty hip song for 12 years ago. Um, I'm also learning that I don't know when rap first started appearing in K-pop. Um, I thought it was like in the mid you know teens, 2015, 2012, around that. But I keep going back and I find it even earlier. But I think it's kind of interesting how different groups incorporate that into their songs. But yeah, I just I just wanted to kind of check out some of these people and see what they were like. And like I said, with Sully, I haven't watched the show. I've just seen some videos and people talking about it. And even if you watch the music, there's some music videos around that were songs that were popular with the television show. Um, there's a couple of them that are really good. You get a really good feel of what the show is about. I mean, I think there's a couple of them that kind of go through kind of the different levels of her deciding to go to Korea, and then she cuts her hair off, and then she meets the guy, and I think they end up being roommates at some point, and um, and so you can imagine what that turns into. Um, and then he's an athlete and a high jumper, and she ends up helping him, reach his goal and so forth and so on. So anyway, just wanted to take a look at that. And hopefully, like I said, we can start a conversation about some of these issues. Uh, Let me know what you think. Leave a comment down below. And if you found this interesting, like, comment, and subscribe. See you later. Bye.